Hey there, friendos. Fredo Supreme, the American Dream here with my homie Skylar, the creator. We gotta move. This is a speedrun.
Sup?
Anyways, I decided to do this speedrun because I haven't seen a lot of speedruns on this game for whatever reason. And when I was watching Aesthetic47's Let's Play of this game, I noticed that blanktester said that he'd like to see a speedrun of this game. Well, I'm not saying this video is necessarily in response to his comment, but I like to think it is because, quite frankly, I am a pioneer in this regard at least. And considering that Casey Monio, you remember when we were talking about her?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, she made Project Pro Skater, which is kind of a ROM hack of all the really good Tony Hawk's Pro Skater levels on the PS1. And that also kind of gave me a confidence to attempt doing this. Okay, now that the high of having to get all that commentary and exposition out in a single right now is out of the way, we can talk about this game. So, this game came out about the same time Tony Hawk's Pro Skater... well, actually, it didn't come out at the same time as Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. It actually was in development when Pro Skater was being released, so someone just decided to release this game later, and ultimately everyone thought it was kind of one of those games that copied off of something really popular. By the way, that tech line I just hit, Possessed to Skate, that was the original working title for this game. So, long story short, this game is really good. I heard Blanktester's suggestion about a speedrun. I don't think it was directed towards me, but still, I will take that challenge, Mr. Blanktester, sir. Now, this level right here, the Brooklyn Banks, which is a real skate spot, yeah, all the levels in this game are based off of real skate spots. San Francisco, the Burnside Bowls.
How does that even actually happen?
A game that...
That move didn't look possible. Like logically.
Well, to be fair, this game is a little bit more realistic than, say, most Tony Hawk games, but regardless, it's still a little bit more grounded in reality. Like, notice how I'm unable to use manuals to string combos together. Now in Tony Hawk games, from the second one onwards, that you can use manuals to string together combos. Well, that's one way to string together combos. Whereas in here, they're basically punctuation, unless you're lucky enough to exploit a glitch, which either doesn't exist or hasn't really happened that often for me. And here I am about to get the final tech line and final boombox in the banks, where I will have one of my biggest complaints about this game, the inability to exit a run with all the respect you've earned intact. Like, I have twice the pro score, which was supposed to be 20,000. Here I have almost 44,000.
That was fast.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, this game... that's one of the shortcomings of this game, in my opinion. I guess the reason that anyone hasn't seen a speedrun of it is probably because of that little quirk that you can't exit the level mid-run and keep all your respect. However, if what I'm doing right now is not how a speedrun would work, it's well, I have a strategy. I have a plan. Basically,
Get that plan, Stan.
Basically, take a save game where I've already unlocked most of the levels, and just as soon as I hit the threshold for getting all the respect, I just quit it, you know? Now I'm about to head to the San Francisco Mission Street subway station. This level is it's another one of my favorite levels in this game. Well, probably because of well, one thing I like about this game is not only how good the graphics look, but how all the levels have their own diverse little feel. Like, can you tell that this level has a very San Francisco-like color palette about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean... Now, in this level, the object I need to hit are trash cans. In the Brooklyn Banks, it was boomboxes. Okay, now, right here, the way I'm about to hit this next tech line... You don't need to grind either of those ledges beforehand, but I just decided to because, hey, why not? This game likes to go extreme in a realistic way. Why can't I? And now we're on to the part of the level that takes up most of the tech lines and trash cans, the subway. me using the ticket booth as a quarter pipe was a failed attempt at me trying to do something cool like this. Alright, from one tech line into the other. And yes, the subway is active, which makes it kind of difficult to get this tech line. Third rail grind. By the way, I'd like to ask
you must really hate garbage cans.
No, that's the, no, in every level you have to hit 10 items in order to get the maximum respect from it.
Oh,
and
respect.
Street respect. Keep in mind, though, this is early 2000s skateboarding game, and it's trying to be really, like a rebellious, you know? This is when skateboarding was the hot new joint, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, and, if...
You hit that garbage can. You take that.
Yeah.
Take that.
Take that, Oscar the Grouch. That's a joke that I stole from Incedic's Let's Play. I believe Matt Rocks 101 may have made that joke, where he referred to knocking over the trash cans as taking out all of Oscar the Grouch's timeshares. Now, all I need to do is hit the last two tech lines that are just outside that ramp, just around here. Now, if you're wondering how I'm pretty sure you're wondering how I seem to just know where all the tech lines are.
Yeah.
Well, partially because I memorized where they are beforehand. Remember, I've beaten this game at least 8 times. You need to do so to unlock everything. There I wipe out trying to showboat a little bit.
With the fast recovery.
Yes. Anyways, I know where all the tech lines are partially because I've memorized most of them. Correction, I've memorized at least all of them. Yeah, definitely all of them. But also, if you hit the R2 button, then the game will tell you where the tech lines you haven't hit are. Or if you hold L2, you go into this thing called Skater's Eye, which basically is free look mode. I mean, it doesn't allow you to change the camera position permanently for a run, but it does allow you to find out where all the tech lines are. By the way, this little rail grind across the level, it's not part of any tech lines, but I just decided to grind it because why not? Alrighty, and notice in my, when I'm picking the next level, it says I unlocked Burnside right after San Francisco mission, but I decided to go to the Slam City Jam instead because... Hang on a second. Because Burnside is probably my least favorite level in the game in terms of speedrun potential, you know? Because there's this one area with a couple pigeons and tech lines that's really problematic to get to. And it doesn't help that this game does not have wall rides like, say, the Tony Hawk games. So here we are at the Slam City Jam in Canada. I'm trying to avoid hitting tech lines here because that would just hold me back a little bit. I'm just stuck in this level for longer. But by the way, notice that I just got a super trick bonus for pulling off a super huge combo.
Bonus!
Yep, and I get a 500 point for knocking over all the barrels. By the way, pay attention to the upper left corner of the screen where it shows me how many barrels I hit. I'm about to do something, this was the first time I'd ever managed to hit all the barrels in a single run.
Damn straight.
Yep. And I would like to point out that I hit a tech line here mainly by accident. Still, True Sounds of Liberty does sound like a pretty good name for a tech line, or an album. And that one I hit on the back rail, Grind Obsession. If this game ever gets re-released on the PS4 or something, or maybe Grind Session HD comes out like Incedic hopes, that could be the Platinum Trophy, Grind Obsession. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've decimated the Street Challenge right now, but still I'm showboating because there's 2 more runs to go, and I just hit number 9 on the barrels. Now. So, and number 10, 10th barrel. I am fairly certain I have enough points to just decimate all the runs, because, quite frankly, I'm fairly certain that with a score like this, if there was an end competition immediately button, again, like in Tony Hawk, then I could easily just finish level right there and be done with it. Of course, that would mean I get to play the game less, but still, it's a speed run. You get me? Alrighty, look at my score. 73,738, and here we are in the vertical challenge, where I'm doing tricks in the vert ramp now.
You know, the more and more I do commentary with you, the more I feel like your brain moves at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Yep, moving at the speed of life, as the living legends would say.
Mm-hmm.
So, the thing about the the vertical challenge is it only allows you to score points when you're in the half pipe like I am now, or in the bowl. And that little area that I was in at the end of the street challenge, that's the bowl. Unfortunately, this rule doesn't seem to work here in the Slam City Jam, because they're practically on opposite sides of the level.
Ah, okay.
But I seem to dominate the vert ramp right now.
Domination!
Domination, as Doug Heffernan would say. Whoopsie doodles. Yeah, I get a little bit cocky when right now. But I still know that even without having finished the run, I am going to get a really high score.
Woo!
Enough to the point where I don't even really need to do the best trick challenge.
Look at that score!
Yep, I was in first place before I even started the best trick challenge, so I just throw together a piddly little combo, and I have decimated the Slam City Jam.
Slam dunk!
Come on and slam if you want to jam.
I was thinking of the same song, but I couldn't think of the words for a moment.
It was from Space Jam.
I know, I love that movie.
And now I am on to PlayStation Park.
Sorry.
Now I'm on to PlayStation Park London, which is what I'm going to be using as a replacement for the Burnside level. A little bit more colorful than Burnside, I should add. And again, I guess that's a side effect of London. Everything's a lot more lively over there. By the way, this skate park does exist in real life, but now it's just called Base 66 Skate Park.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. And that tech line I hit right there, the blind faith there, blind faith is right.
Did you just hit your head?
Don't worry, it's a 2000s video game. Anyways, about the blind faith there, that's probably the one major deal breaker about this level. How you kind of have to get the right amount of speed when you're trying to hit it. And
I'm offended by your skill. It's too high.
yeah, I thought you were going to say it. I was really good at it. Okay, I apologize for my no skater's eye policy there, if I even had it in the first place. But I just used it to spin the camera around. Just hit one of the tech lines that involves grinding across the walls there. Now, unlike Burnside, this level is not only a lot more colorful, but I also can reliably do a gauntlet run of it. That's when you hit all the scores, tech lines, and items in a single go-through. Okay, I got a 25-second tech bonus here because I hit a blue tech line and a red one simultaneously. And that one U-turn near that fire exit sign, that was also a tech line. There was a bottle on top of that car. Got the Judge Shred tech line. Now this is also another...
He makes it!
No, it was a boneless to an impossible flip. Of course I could make it.
I'm offended. I am offended, sir.
Because I am just that good at this game?
Yes.
Hey, back in the early 2000s, this game was kind of my jam. I mean, I stunk at it, but that was back when I played games to just screw around with them.
Good sir. Now, who said you could be this talented?
Well, I don't know if you're looking for an actual answer, so I will say Mr. Insetic 47 may have inspired me to be this talented.
Talent proven.
Yes. So I actually found out why this game never got a sequel in this book, Tony Hawk's Gaming Domination. And don't worry, I've already beaten the pro score for this level. Anyways, in this book, Tony Hawk's Gaming Domination, there's a chapter on Shaba Games. They developed the PS1 version of Pro Skater 3, and PS2 and Xbox versions of Project 8, and Underground 2 Remix on the PSP. They wanted to make a sequel to Grind Session, but unfortunately Sony Computer Entertainment didn't let them. So they ended up having to make Razor Freestyle Scooter instead to just keep the lights on. Seriously, we should watch Insetic's Let's Play of that someday.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
I agree.
And then after... Whoa, look at my highs! Look at my score! I got over 90,000 points! So anyways, back to Insetic, we should watch his Let's Play of Razor Freestyle Scooter someday.
The plan.
And then for fun, we should try to watch his Let's Play of that...
Wait, this weekend?
No, well, eventually.
Oh, okay, I was gonna
To
say.
try to watch his Let's Play of that X-Blades game that he was talking about, not the one that you thought he was talking about. And here we are at the Vans Triple Crown in Huntington Beach, California. This level's a bit better in terms of competition level. Well, I had to hit that tech line partially so I could get more time on the clock, because this is the second competition and everyone's scores are quite a bit higher. Now, this level is a better competition level. Hang on a second. Okay, that wasn't me trying to be cocky, that was me just trying to slow down, which is one of the problems when the grab trick button is the same one as the brake button. So
You
back
hit
to
that can. Sorry.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I actually sailed over it. Back to what I was saying. This level is a better competition because there's no big hallway separating the bowls and the half-pipe from the street course. See, I'm about to do one of the tech lines that sends me into the vert section. I am on the leaderboards. I am practically through the leaderboards, homie. Just like Aesthetic 47 was. I stole that through the leaderboard joke from him, is what I'm saying. But still, it's a pretty good joke.
Are those bars technically called poles?
Rails.
Rails, okay.
And, just like in Aesthetic 47's Let's Play, I have managed to turn a street competition into a vert competition.
I was gonna make a pole joke, but it didn't work out.
Yeah. Yeah, anywho, anyways, what do you think of Grind Session so far? This video's almost over, so...
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. All I know is if I ever attempted to do that in real life, I'd fall, and heights, no.
Alright, Alright, sick front flip there. The crowd is now a lot more unhyped because I just wiped out after going berserk on that bowl there.
Beastin'.
Yeah. Huh. And when I finished the street competition, I had around double the points of whoever was in first. Right now I just got to do a little bit of padding so I can ultimately take home the gold, or in this case first place, considering they don't say gold in here. Don't know why, but I assume they're just trying to differentiate themselves from Tony Hawk games. See what I mean? The whole half-pipe and bowl only stipulation for the vertical competition. For the vertical competition works a lot better in Huntington because the bowl is right next to the half-pipe.
I apologize for getting distracted by the fountain bowl. I got so excited I hit the mic.
Yeah, sorry about that, folks. Skylar is just easily excitable.
Easily distracted, easily excitable.
Yeah. Hold on while I'm trying to think of, Okay, I cannot make a good reference to one of Insetic's videos where someone got excited about something, but nevertheless, I take home first place in the Huntington Beach competition.
#1!
And as it says, I have beaten the game, so I would call this a speedrun, or at least an attempt of a speedrun, you know?
Damn straight.
Alright then. So, Blanktester, thank you for giving me the idea to do a grind session speedrun. I don't know if this will be Twin Galaxies legal or not, but still, it was pretty fun to make. Regardless, thanks to Blanktester for bringing this up. Thanks to Casey Mongello, or Mongillo, or however you pronounce her name. I don't know the correct pronouns, by the way. For kind of revitalizing hype about this kind of genre with Project Pro Skater. Also, and that tweet about having played Grind Session and also thinking that it could have gotten a sequel. I'm going to put a picture of it up on the video afterwards. Nevertheless, I seem to have swayed Skylar's interest. She thinks it's alright. And with that, we shall conclude for today. I'm Fredo Supreme, the American Dream, and that's my homie Skylar the Creator.
Yep.
Holla at y'all later.